Welcome back to Turn Pain into Power podcast. Today's episode is 10 signs that you are over with the narcissist bull. When you are literally just over it and your energy refuses their presence. Y'all, it is spiritual. Remember to check out the custom t-shirts and my art pieces on TikTok, Pain into Power Shop. I will be holding weekly showcases of my artwork on TikTok, so please stay tuned. And please, y'all, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, when you subscribe to the channel, this is how you turn your pain into power. You start your journey to start turning your pain into power. 10 signs that you have outgrown the narcissist and you no longer crave their energy. Your energy rejects them. And it is spiritual, y'all. Number 1, you no longer need their acceptance or validation. It's like good things will happen to you and you just no longer need to tell them because you no longer are searching for their acceptance or validations. You see, when you've outgrown the narcissist, you just know who these people are in and out. You know how flawed they are. You know how their mental health issues really gets in between thinking logically. So you don't search for validation from people that are not logical and people that are literally envious, because the way they see it, it's always going to be, you can do good, but I need to be doing better than you. So they don't want you to do better than them. And they will never sit here and validate your existence when you tell them about your accomplishments. So number 1 is you no longer need or want their acceptance or validation. Number 2, you no longer crave their energy. Y'all, and I'm going to give you a very good example. You know those family members that used to always put you down, always trying to dim your light to make themselves feel better, always had to point the finger or use you as a black sheep. You no longer want to be around them. You see, when you outgrow the narcissist, you just don't care for them. You don't care for their existence. Your energy starts rejecting their energy. So you start to think about your mental health. You start to put yourself first. A lot of the times when we even are okay with dealing with narcissists is because we've been conditioned to put other people first. We're not putting ourselves first. We're not putting our mental health first. And the moment that you are healing from narcissistic abuse and you are at that point, I want to say that's that turning point where you just no longer care for their existence. You no longer want to be around them. You just don't miss those family members. You just don't care about popping up in that family function because you want better for yourself. Number 3, you don't look for them or try to keep in touch with them. Nah, baby, that's a wrap. That is over with. You know that phone, it works 2 ways. And 9 times out of 10, I ain't even going to answer. And I'm going to wait till when I'm ready to even read the message. Yes, y'all, this is a major key. When you start putting your mental health first and you've outgrown the narcissist, you've outgrown their toxic ways, you've outgrown any contact that you ever have with a toxic person, you don't even prioritize their messages, baby. You're like, I'm too busy, or I just don't have the energy to even indulge. So I'll go ahead and check that message later. So you just don't even have it in you to keep in touch. Number 4, your spirit rejects their presence, y'all. And after a certain amount of time of being exposed to their energy, your body starts screaming, exit left. You start not having the patience for their nonsense. You just have ran out of that energy of even wanting to be around them. So your body will start rejecting their presence. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. It is absolutely free, and this is how you show YouTube that you love the content, that you're learning from what you are seeing. And most importantly for you, when you subscribe to the channel, this is how you start your journey on turning your pain into power. Number 5, you need a break from them. This is another key one right here. When you start feeling like you need a break from a narcissist, especially those loved ones that we have to love from a distance, this is how you know for sure. I've outgrown this shit. I've outgrown the narcissist. I no longer really care about being in their presence. And honey, when you start placing them boundaries because you feel like for your mental health, you start needing breaks from them, it's because you no longer have the tolerance for their nonsense. It's like all of that tolerance that you had from the conditioning that maybe you had in your childhood, that you tolerated so much abuse because you had no exit. You know, these may have been your parents, your family, your closest friends, that now your tolerance level is not even up there, baby. Not even in the 1%. So you start placing boundaries and you start really understanding that you need breaks from them. So I have to go a couple days without seeing some of my family members because, baby, they toxic. So what do I look like? I need to place my mental health first. So number 5 is you start to feel like you need to have a break from them. You start to place these boundaries because your tolerance level is slim to none. Number 6, you no longer feel the need to make them feel better about themselves when they're having their little smear campaigns about other people and victimizing and complaining about certain situations, certain people. You know how the narcissist is. They always trying to find some type of comfort. They always trying to find somebody to make them feel better about themselves, whether it's you or somebody else. This is just how the narcissist sustains. So when you no longer feel like you have to make them feel better about themselves and listen in to their complaining and pat them in the back when they're victimizing themselves, you've outgrown the narcissist. Number 7, you start to disassociate and disconnect while you're in their presence. Yes, y'all. So when you start finding yourself getting deep into your phone, trying to stay busy, trying to find other family members to talk to, this is when you really begin to disconnect and disengage and disassociate from the narcissist completely while you're in their presence, because you see right through their shit. Let's just be real. You see right through their shit. You see how unfair they are. You see who they are as a person. And you no longer are sitting up here falling for everything they're saying, because the narcissist is always trying to find some type of sympathy. The truth of the matter is they always complaining and they're always victimizing themselves. So when you're in their presence, you will find yourself disengaging, disassociating, and truly disconnected from them in their presence. Number 8, you no longer fall into their manipulation tactics. I don't know why that came out so Spanish, y'all, but I am, look, it's in me, honey. But yes, you no longer fall for their manipulation tactics. And this ties into number 7, because the truth of the matter is when you see right through somebody, when you see what somebody is about, you don't fall for their shit. You don't fall for their manipulation tactics. And this is very important, because it's like when you're in their presence, now your discernment is on 100. Your eyes are open the entire time. Your alert system, baby, is on, not off, not idle. Nah, you on the entire time. So yes, y'all, you no longer fall for their manipulation tactics. You no longer fall for any of their little backhand compliments, any of their little jokey jokes that are aimed to put you down and break your spirit. You just not there for it. Now, please remember to check out the custom t-shirts, y'all, and the abstract artwork available on TikTok, Pain Into Power Shop. Number 9, you no longer budge your boundaries. No, you're no longer flexible with your boundaries. You're no longer trying to do what they want you to do. Your boundaries, you stand, like they say, you standing on business when it comes to your boundaries. And this is because you just don't care to please them anymore. You don't care if they like it or not. You're out here living for you first. And a big thing is that the narcissist wants you to live for them first. Believe it or not, the narcissist actually expects anyone that is around them or with them to put them first. So when you start putting yourself first, you really start being serious about your boundaries. You don't care about what they want you to do. You don't care about pleasing them. You don't care if they like it or not either. You just not here for them. You here for you. And number 10, you don't care about telling them everything that you have going on for yourself. You don't care about telling them about that good news. You don't care about calling them first and letting them know about something that just happened, whether it's good or bad. Because the truth of the matter is, when you have outgrown the narcissist and you know who they truly are, you know the power of their negative energy and how it can affect any good news that you tell them or any bad news, y'all. They'll just make it worse. Let's just be for real. Energy is very powerful, and who you tell your information to is very important, and it will affect your energy. So when you are very highly aware of how the narcissist's negative energy may hinder you and may affect your emotionally, mentally, and physically, you just stop wanting to tell them anything. You just stop feeling the need to be open with them and calling them first to let them know about the good news or complain to them or vent to them about anything. Because the narcissist, one thing about the narcissist, y'all, is you go to them looking for sympathy, which this is just crazy. For a person that's always out here looking for attention and sympathy, the narcissist is so nasty, so demonic, that they're the type of person to use whatever you tell them that went wrong in your life against you. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. When you call the narcissist to vent about anything, or if you need a little bit of sympathy, we all human out here. Don't listen, don't. They're not the one, because they're going to use that against you. And when you really start just seeing them for who they are and you've outgrown the narcissist completely, honey, you don't care about telling them shit. Go find you somebody else. Somebody healthy. Somebody that's going to actually be there for you and not use the bad things that may have happened to you against you and weaponize, because that's just evil. So yes, y'all, thank you for tuning in to today's episode. These are the 10 signs that you have completely outgrown the narcissist and your spirit rejects their energy. Y'all, it is truly a blessing to be here. I am so grateful that God has completely healed me and ascended me to another dimension. Y'all, I hope this helps, and I hope that you truly continue to dig deep and heal from the narcissistic abuse that you may have been through, because it is worth it, y'all. The other side ain't just green, baby, it is gold. So, and once you get rid of that narcissist, honey, God's going to bless you with your purpose. You're going to be able to use your creative energy for something good. See, the narcissist is really just somebody the devil uses to stagnate your energy, bring you down, confuse you, cut them off. They really are just like a piece of shit in the way. The journey continues. So continue to turn that pain into power, y'all. Remember to check out the custom t-shirts and my art pieces on TikTok, Pain Into Power Shop. I will be holding weekly showcases of my artwork on TikTok, so please stay tuned. And please, y'all, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, when you subscribe to the channel, this is how you turn your pain into power. You start your journey to start turning your pain into power. And have a blessed one. Per usual, it is a blessing to be a blessing.